Well, my friends, just when you thought it was all done for Diddy, there's more to Diddy. Did you hear the latest? It appears, my friend, that Mr. Diddy has more problems because today, on January the 30th, 2025, federal prosecutors filed what we call in the business a superseding indictment against Mr. Sean Diddy Combs. Did you hear about this one? It's not over for him yet, my friends. Expanding the scope of the charges that he faces right now in an already high-profile legal battle that I don't have to even tell you about. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's been in all the papers. Now, this latest indictment seems to involve a couple of other things. It intensifies the legal challenges confronting the 55-year-old music mogul, Mr. Sean Diddy Combs. I call him Diddy. You probably call him Diddy, or Puff Daddy. He goes a variety of monikers. But I think Diddy is what he is called right now. And he has been a prominent figure, as you know, in the entertainment business. I don't have to tell you about how great he is and what he's done. And I frankly have never heard a song he's ever done. Couldn't pick him out of a lineup in terms of his music, but I know what he's alleged of doing. And let me remind you that he is, of course, innocent until proven guilty. Now, Mr. Puff Daddy or Diddy has been a central figure in the hip-hop industry since time immemorial, the 1990s for sure. And beyond his own musical endeavors, he has enjoyed a variety of musical ventures and has built a vast business empire encompassing fashion and beverages and media ventures and the like. However, his illustrious career has been, well, shall we say, marred by some legal controversies. Have you heard about these? The most significant of which is, of course, emerged in September of last year, of 2024, when he was charged and arrested with sex trafficking and racketeering. Now, these charges stemmed from allegations that Mr. Combs orchestrated, in essence, a conspiratorial network that exploited women for prostitution purposes across state lines and internationally. And this, as you can tell, has been a subject of a lot of debate. Now, the details of the superseding indictment, let me explain this to you. The superseding indictment filed in the Southern District of New York in Manhattan introduces additional allegations, notably the inclusion of 2 or more victims in the sex trafficking case against Mr. Combs. Now, while the specific identities of these individuals have not been disclosed, the indictment alleges that Mr. Combs assaulted not only women, but also men. Those are the allegations, indicating a broader pattern of abuse. Now, this expansion, as you can imagine, changes everything in many respects, changes the entire, shall we say, arrangement. This suggests that the prosecution has uncovered further evidence of Combs's alleged criminal behavior that deals outside that which is normally considered to be, well, consistent with the allegations heretofore presented. And this, of course, potentially strengthens their case against him by virtue of the multiplicity of victims and the complexity of the allegations. Now, it's important to know that the superseding indictment does not introduce new charges beyond those previously filed. Oh, no. Instead, it provides a more detailed account of the existing allegations, painting, if you will, a more comprehensive picture of the purported criminal enterprise and his nefarious endeavors. Alleged. Now, this approach is often employed by prosecutors to present a more robust, vibrant, complex, and substantial case, especially in complex investigations involving multiple victims and incidents over an extended period of time. Now, legal implications and potential consequences must be referred to as well. The addition of new victims in the indictment could have significant legal implications for Mr. Combs. Why? Each alleged incident of trafficking or assault may be treated as a separate offense, potentially increasing the severity of the penalties if he is convicted. Now, under federal law, convictions for sex trafficking and related offenses can result in substantial prison sentences, hefty fines, and mandatory restitution to victims inter alia. Now, moreover, and this is important, the inclusion of male victims broadens the scope of the alleged misconduct and the implications within the community, as it were, thus challenging any defense strategies that might have relied on portraying the accusations as isolated, random, or just misunderstandings. No, this development underscores the gravity of the charges and the extensive nature of the alleged criminal activities. Stated somewhat differently, my friends, he's in a heap of trouble if they can prove this. Now, what about the defense and public response? Well, Mr. Combs has consistently denied the allegations against him. His legal team has argued that the relationships and the interactions in questions are unsubstantiated, not subject to any type of proof whatsoever. They were suggesting that this was consensual and that these charges are based on misrepresentations, misunderstandings, maybe somebody trying to perhaps take advantage of his wealth and fame and the like. In response to the superseding indictment, Mr. Combs' attorney, Mark Anyifilo, reiterated that his client's innocence. I stated before. And he also stated that they look forward to addressing these allegations in court. Well, let me just tell you something right now. Nobody looks forward to addressing these allegations in court. Now, the public reaction to the case has been mixed. Supporters of Mr. Combs highlight his contributions to the music industry and to the culture, expressing skepticism about the timing and the nature and the frequency and the veracity and the seriousness of the allegations. And conversely, advocacy groups and others emphasize the importance of holding individuals accountable for alleged abuses of power, regardless of their status or their money or contributions and the like. Okay, what about the broader context and the industry impact? The charges against Mr. Combs have prompted a broader discussion about misconduct within the entertainment industry, within the hip-hop community, and similar to other high-profile cases, this situation has led to increased scrutiny of industry practices and the like, and the behavior of influential figures. Now, some former associates and industry insiders have come forward with their own accounts and their own particular versions of this, suggesting that the alleged behavior may have been part of a larger pattern within certain circles. That remains to be seen. For example, D. Woods, a former member of the girl group Danity Kane, spoke out about her alleged experiences with Combs, describing feeling like, quote, a piece of meat, and again highlighting a verbally abusive environment. Now, these revelations, of course, contribute to the ongoing discourse about power dynamics, power differentials, and accountability in the entertainment world. This is also a subtext of that. What about the next step in the legal process? Well, as of now, Mr. Combs remains in custody, as we speak, at the Manhattan Detention Center in Brooklyn. He's awaiting trial. The trial is scheduled to begin on May the 5th, 2025, where the prosecution is expected to present evidence supporting the expanded allegations detailed in the superseding indictment, rather. Now, the defense will have the opportunity, of course, to challenge this evidence and present their case, cross-examine victims and the like, conduct discovery, what have you. But the outcome of this trial could have far-reaching implications, not only for Combs, but also for the broader entertainment industry. You see, a conviction could lead to significant legal penalties, obviously, and further tarnishing his legacy, if there's anything left to tarnish, while an acquittal might prompt discussions about the challenges of prosecuting high-profile individuals and whether high-profile individuals could themselves become victims of people who were trying to seek attention through false claims. So, in conclusion, dear friend, the superseding indictment against Mr. Combs marks a critical juncture in a case that has captivated public attention, as you can imagine. And by expanding the allegations to include additional victims and providing more detailed accounts of the purported misconduct, prosecutors have signaled their commitment to pursuing a comprehensive and thorough case against this music legend. And as the legal proceedings unfold, they will undoubtedly contribute to ongoing conversations about accountability, power, justice within the entertainment business, and the like. So what do you have to say, my friends? What do you think? What are your thoughts and comments? I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, but only after you subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell to be notified of live streams and new videos, and like this video. And more importantly, I say to you, comment, dear friend. Comment as you see